Good morning, dear students. In this lecture, I will discuss stack as a data structure. We will see what do you mean by stack, the concept of this stack. Then we will see stack as an ADT. Then examples based on push pop operations. Then I will explain algorithm for push operation and algorithm for pop operation, and finally we will see what are applications of stack. Okay, so I will discuss these things one by one. Basically, we have seen the concept of the data structure. Data structure is a way for storing and arranging the data so that it can be used efficiently and effectively. Okay, and we have seen examples of data structure as array, stack, queue, linked list, graph, and tree. Every data structure is having its own way for storing and arranging the data so that it can be used efficiently. Today, I will discuss regarding stack as a data structure. Basically, stack is a data structure in which the element which is inserted last is come out first. Therefore, stack is known as LIFO kind of data structure. LIFO, L-I-F-O, it stands for last in first out. Okay, once again I repeat, stack is a data structure in which the element which is inserted last is come out first. Therefore, it is known as LIFO kind of the data structure. LIFO, it stands for last in first out. Stack is linear data structure because here by using stack we are arranging our data as a linearly. Okay, every time an element is added, it goes at the top of this stack, and the only element which can be removed is that element which is at the top of this stack. Every time as element is added, it goes obviously at the top of this stack, and as we remove as we try to remove, which element get removed first? Element which is on the top of this stack. For example, consider this as a stack. Okay, with respect to stack we are having two basic operations, push operation and pop operation. Okay, up till now what we have seen, definition of this stack. What is stack? It is a data structure in which element which is inserted last is come out first, that is last in first out kind of the data structure. Okay, with respect to stack we are having two basic operations, push operation and pop operation. What do you mean by push operation? To insert an element into the stack is known as push operation. And what do you mean by pop operation? To remove the element from the stack is known as pop operation. Okay, so what do you mean by push operation? To insert element onto the stack is known as push operation. And what do you mean by pop operation? To remove the element from the stack is known as pop operation. So as I have discussed property of the stack, which property? LIFO property, last in first out, that is element which is inserted last is come out first. For example, here I have shown stack where I have added data elements. Okay, date so in this example I have added 5 data elements. Okay, uh, and to insert element into the stack is known as push operation. So and to remove the element from the stack is known as pop operation. So when you try to pop the element, which element get popped first? An element which is on the top of the stack. Okay, so in stack, element which is inserted last it's come out first, therefore stack is known as LIFO kind of the data structure. Okay, in the given figure we have pushed 5 data elements onto the stack. Okay, and when we try to pop element from the stack, which element gets popped? An element which is on the top of the stack, it's get popped first. Okay, then uh, uh, next concept is stack as an ADT. Okay, we already have seen the concept of the ADT. Basically, ADT gives an idea about what is to be done, but it does not give an idea about how it is to be done. All implementation details are kept as hidden. For example, while representing stack as an ADT, first we define stack as, up till now I have discussed the concept of this stack. It is the data structure in which element which is inserted last it's come out first, that is it is LIFO kind of the data structure. So following are the possible operations that we can perform on this stack. Push operation, which is nothing but to insert an element to the stack. Pop operation, which is nothing but to remove the element from the stack. Then uh, mm, size operation, it returns the number of elements from the stack. Then its empty operation, it returns true if stack is empty, otherwise it returns false. And its full operation, it returns true if stack is full, otherwise it returns false. Okay, so these are the 5 basic operations. Okay, push operation, which is nothing but to insert an element into the stack. Pop operation, which is nothing but to remove an element from the stack. Size operation, which returns the number of elements from the stack. Its empty operation, which returns true if stack is empty, otherwise it returns false. And its full operation, which returns true if stack is full, otherwise it returns false. Okay, remember, you can push element only if stack is not full. Once stack is full, you do not have any chance to push the element. And you can pop the element if stack is not empty. Once stack becomes empty, you do not have any chance to pop the element from this stack. So here I have mentioned the stack as an ADT, where I have specified operations, which operations that are to be carried out on this stack, but here I have left all implementation details are hidden. Okay, then consider this as an example of the stack. Initially stack is empty. Okay, then I have pushed an element to therefore currently there is only one element in the stack, and element on the top of this stack is 2. Then again I push 5, therefore there are 2 elements in this stack and the element which is on the top is 5. Again I push 7, now there are 3 elements in the stack and an element which is on the top is 7. Again I push 1, now there are 4 elements on this stack and the element which is on the top of this stack is 1. In this way I have pushed 2, then 5, then 7, then 1. Now there are 4 elements on this stack and element which is on the top of this stack is 1. Now I start performing pop operation. As we know, element which is inserted last is 1, that is an element on the top is 1. Therefore when you perform pop, which element get removed first? An element which is inserted last, that is lastly inserted element is 1. Therefore when you perform pop operation, first 1 get popped. Now there are 3 elements on the stack. Okay, an element which is on the top of the stack is 7. Again I push 21. Therefore when you push 21, now there are 4 elements on the stack and element which is on the top is 21. Again when you perform pop operation, an element which is inserted last, that is 21, get removed. Again when you perform pop operation, element on the top of the stack, that is 7, get removed. Again when you perform pop operation, element which is on the top, that is 5, get removed. Okay, now there is only one element on the stack which is 2. Again when you perform pop operation, at that time 2 get removed first and stack becomes empty. So this is how to perform push operation and how to perform pop operation. Okay, next, as I already have told, finally when we perform pop operation, 2 get popped and the stack becomes empty. Okay, this is about push and pop operations. Okay, let us move towards the algorithm. Remember, I already have told with respect to stack, as also we have seen it is an ADT. While representing stack as an ADT, we are having 4 basic operations that we can carry out on this stack. These are push operation, pop operation. What do you mean by push operation? To insert an element onto the stack is known as push operation, while to remove the element from the stack is known as pop operation. When we pop an element from the stack, which element get removed? An element which is on the top of the stack is get removed. Okay, but if stack is not full, then only you can push element onto this stack. Okay, that is, if stack is full, you cannot push an element onto the stack. Therefore before pushing an element into the stack, you have to check whether stack is full or not. If it is not full, then only you can push an element onto the stack. Similarly, when while popping an element from this stack, you have to check whether stack is empty or not. If stack is not empty, then only you can pop the element. But if stack is empty, at that time you cannot pop an element from the stack. Okay, therefore while pushing you have to check whether stack is full or not. Similarly, while popping you have to check stack is empty or not. If stack is not full, then only you can push, and if stack is full, you do not have any chance to push an element. Similarly, while popping you have to check whether stack is empty or not. If stack is not empty, then only you can pop, but once stack is empty, you do not have any chance to pop the element. Okay, now initially with respect to stack, we have to handle one more variable, which is the most important, top. And initially I assign -1 value to the top. Okay, top equal to -1 indicates stack is empty. So which is the condition that represent stack is empty? When top equal to -1. When the value of top is -1, we can say stack is empty. Okay, and what is the condition that represent stack is full? As I already have told. Okay, while pushing an element, you have to increment the value of top. Once again I repeat, while pushing an element you have to increment value of top. Okay, in this way, if size of stack is n, and as we know initial index is 0, so whenever if size of stack is n, last element is inserted at n-1 index. Therefore, if top points to n-1 index, it means stack is full. Okay, once again I repeat, suppose size of stack is n, starting index of stack is 0, therefore obviously last index is n-1, and if top points to n-1 index, we can say stack is full. So what is the condition that represent stack is empty? If top equal to -1, we can say stack is empty. And which is the condition that represent stack is full? If top points to last index, that is if top equal to n-1, then we can say stack is full. Okay, so consider so this is the algorithm for each full operation. Okay, I already have told, if top is pointing to last index, that is if top equal to n-1, we return 1, otherwise we return 0. Okay, similarly this is the operation, this is empty operation, that is I already have told, if top it is equal to -1, that is we return 1, otherwise we return 0. So this, once again I repeat, this is full operation. If top is pointing to last index, that is if top equal to n-1, where n is size of this stack, we return 1, otherwise we return 0. What do you mean by this statement? That is, if top is pointing to last index, that is n minus 1 index, we can say stack is full, otherwise it is not. Okay, similarly, it's empty operation. I already have told, if top equal to minus 1, that is if the top is pointing to minus 1 value, then we can say then we return 1, that is we can say stack is empty, otherwise it is not. Okay, then I discuss an algorithm for push operation. Okay, so this is an algorithm for push operation. Okay, so before pushing we have to check whether stack is full or not. If it is full, directly we print stack as full, otherwise we increment the value of top index and we uh, place data to stack up top. Once again I repeat, this is the algorithm for push operation. Okay, so in push operation we first check whether stack is full or not. If this is true, we print stack is full. If it is not full, we increment the value of the top uh, and we copy data to stack up top. Okay, this is about push operation. Then this is algorithm for pop operation. Okay, in pop operation we first check whether stack is empty or not. If it is empty, we directly return minus 1 value. Okay, but if it is not empty, at that time we take data which is at the top, that is data equal to stack of top, then we decrement the value of top and we return data which is at the top of this stack. Okay, once again I repeat, in pop operation we first check whether stack is empty or not. If it is empty, we return minus 1, but if it is not empty, at that time we take data which is at the top, that is data equal to stack of top. Then we decrement the value of top and finally we return data which is at the top. So this is about pop operation. Next, applications of stack. Okay, actually these are the several applications of stack: expression, conversion, expression, evaluation, to check well formedness of parenthesis, to reverse a string, then decimal to binary conversion. Stack is used for decimal to binary conversion. Okay, in the upcoming lecture I will explain these applications one by one. Actually, first application is expression conversion. We are having three types of expression in PIX 2. We are having three kinds of expression: in-pick expression, post-pick expression, and pre-pick expression. So in order to convert one expression to other, that is for the conversion of in-picks to post-picks or in-pick to pre-picks or whatever it may be, we make use of stack. Then expression evaluation. Okay, stack can also be used to evaluate post-picks expression as well as to evaluate prefix expression. Then to check well formedness of parenthesis, we make use of this stack. Also to reverse a string, again we are making use of stack, and for decimal to binary conversion we are making use of stack. Okay, I will explain these applications in detail in my upcoming lecture. So in this lecture, what we have seen, what do you mean by stack, basic concept of this stack, What is push operation, what is pop operation. Also we have seen how stack can be represented as an ADT. Then we have seen an example of push operation and pop operation. Then we have seen an algorithm for its full, then it's empty, then an algorithm for push operation, and we have seen an algorithm for pop operation. Finally we have seen what are applications of stack. Okay, I will explain these applications in depth in my upcoming lectures. Thank you.